Special Trophy third round game between Warrington and Oldham. The teams this afternoon: Warrington line up at 1 Brian Johnson, 2 Des Drummond, at 3 Paul Cullen, 4 Ronnie Dwayne, at 5 Mark Forster, 6 John Woods, at 7 Keith Holden, 8 Tony Humphries, at 9 Kevin Tamati, 10 Bob Jackson, 11 Gary Sanderson, 12 Mark Roberts, and 13 is Mike Gregory. Substitutes this afternoon for Warrington: 14 is Dave Lyon, 15 is Billy McGinty. Oldham, they line up at 1 Mick Burke, 2 Steve Robinson, 3 Gary Wanecki, 4 Brian McCarthy, at 5 Kevin Meadows, 6 Peter Walsh, at 7 Steve Peters, 8 Neil Clausen, 9 is Ian Sanderson, 10 Hugh Waddell, 11 Paul Round, 12 Mal Graham, and 13 is Terry Flanagan. Substitutes this afternoon for Oldham are Mick Barsley and Chris Myler as the Oldham team come onto the ground. A big crowd assembled here at Willispool, a place in the John Player Special Trophy semi-finals at stake. And this is the second meeting already between the two clubs this season. The other coming earlier on in the Lancashire Cup when Warrington had no trouble in disposing of Oldham by 42 points to 8. And no doubt Warrington will be looking for a similar score this afternoon. Referee this afternoon is John Holsworth, and his touch judges are Mr Barrett and Mr Morris.
Just one last check of the programmes. Both teams have first programme. Warrington substitutes number 14 David Lyon, number 15 Billy McGinty, and Oldham subs.
And the two captains this afternoon will meet today's match referee. Warrington, of course, Kevin Tamati. And for Oldham, Mal Graham. Mal Graham, who's often posed Warrington plenty of problems in Oldham colours and for Bradford last season. Oldham, of course, setting a hot pace at the top of the second division, while Warrington have still recording victories over Hulkingston Rovers and Carlisle if they've been a little lucky and a bit late. And already the referee giving both captains a strong talking to, pointing out what he wants and what he doesn't want. The tourney's been cost, and it looks like the teams will stay as they are, so Warrington will be playing from right to left in this first half as we look with the white jerseys and the primrose and blue V. Oldham in their red and white hoop jerseys and blue shorts. So, a place in the John Player semi-final at stake, and Oldham will get the game underway in the shape of Peter Walsh. So this John Player Special Trophy game between Warrington and Oldham underway. It's quickly taken by Tamati. Tamati drives forward. He's held up in midfield by Mal Graham, and Teddy Flanagan brought down 5 yards short of the halfway line. Keith Holden this time looks for a gap himself, drives in, makes a couple of yards before he stops just short of the halfway line. Kevin Tamati wanted to get on with things for Warrington. He attacks in half back, right with John Woods, onto Mark Roberts. Roberts driving down the centre. Stopped by a good tackle though in midfield by Steve Peters. John Woods this time swings it out to Bob Jackson. Jackson drives forward. 3 Oldham players there to meet him and bring him down. Tamati once more goes the blind side, drives in once more, and just drives forward, knocks one Oldham man off, takes 2 more to come and bring him down. Gary Sanderson this time swings it back to Holden. Holden puts the kick up over on that near side. Mick Burke comes for it. Burke takes it safely. Burke then runs straight and meets a wall of Warrington players. Paul Cullen, Drummond and Bob Jackson all there to meet him and bring him down. Goes out this time. Slip pass onto Hugh Waddell. Waddell tries to drive forward, makes some stern, tough tackling early on from Tony Humphries and Mark Roberts. Goes out with Steve Peters. Short pass there onto Neil Clausen, but Clausen can't get away from the clutches of Tony Humphries once again. Ian Sanderson this time swings it onto Steve Peters. Flanagan not a long way forward. Referee doesn't spot it. Referee lets play go on. Holden they'll lose ground. The midway inside their own 25. Sanderson on back it goes. It switched with Mick Burke. Burke is under pressure, has to go himself. Warrington pressuring Oldham in these opening minutes. That's 5 tackles. This is the 6. Oldham 5 yards on their own line. Flanagan swings it out. A kick comes in here. Comes off the edge of the boot. Des Drummond's underneath it. takes it, has it, no, drops it, it's picked up Oldham now with Kevin Meadows. Meadows swings out over that far side, back inside comes this time Gary Wanecki. Oldham then back in possession. Just inside their own half, it's Hugh Waddell driving forward, running hard and strong at Mark Roberts. Humphries is there also. Tense opening here at Willispool. We've been playing for 3 minutes. Both sides really coming in with some strong tackling. Lobsalty pass, it's a nice one, dropped by Paul round, the ball loose, hits an Oldham head. Appeals for offside, the referee shakes his head, gives a knock on, and that will result in the first scrum of the match, 5 yards inside the Oldham half of the field. Right opening though from both sides. Keith Holden then goes round to put the ball in for Warrington. And it goes, Warrington in possession, Holden doesn't get away from his man, feeds nice ball to Cullen, Cullen out to Drummond, Drummond slips, he's back up again. Held up and still drives forward. Mike Gregory this time, goes on the blind side, drives forward himself, makes a couple more yards before he's stopped. Hugh Waddell in the tackle for Oldham. Tamati swings it out this time, Holden swings it out to John Woods, Woods straightens up, jinks out of one tackle, throws the back pass out to Tony Humphries. Humphries tries to power forward, he's held up though just a couple of yards inside the Oldham half. Woods again, swings it out to Tamati, Tamati trying to get through, looks to deliver a pass wisely though, keeps hold of the ball. Jackson again, swings it out with Holden, Woods running around with Holden, swings a nice pass onto Cullen, but a tackle coming in straight away from Mal Graham. That's 5 tackles, this is a 6. Holden swings it onto John Woods, Woods puts in a kick downfield, testing Mick Burke. Mick Burke will pick it up midway inside his own 25, takes it safely. Mick Burke then moves forward, tries to drive through himself, it's brought down though with a fine tackle from Bob Jackson. Taking it is Steve Robinson, Robinson moves forward, gets away from one tackle, Robinson still going, hung on to bravely by Mark Roberts. Steve Peters this time, out to Terry Flanagan. Flanagan though, fine tackle comes in again from Bob Jackson, assisted by Kevin Tamati. Tense opening, some strong tackling at the moment coming in from both sides as Hugh Waddell strides forward. Had Mal Graham on his left hand side but didn't see him. Sanderson this time, swings it out to Walsh, Walsh kicks downfield. Into the hands of Holden, takes it nicely, Holden, though he's caught that time by Sanderson. Warrington back in possession. Tony Humphries this time, drives forward, makes a couple of extra 4 or 5 yards before he's stopped. Tamati swings it out, it's not a good pass, goes behind Jackson, picked up by Ronnie Dwayne. Dwayne then immediately caught by Gary Wanecki. And Terry Flanagan also in the tackle. Tamati short to Sanderson. Sanderson looking to get away from his man but can't. Tamati again, swings it onto Holden, out to Joan Woods. Woods delays his pass, drops it, it's going picked up by Oldham and Rowner. He's picked off then by Mark Roberts, he's dropped the ball. And that would be a knock on and a scrum down. So, scrum down midway between the halfway line and the Oldham 25. Holden puts the ball in and is penalised for feeding. So, Mick Burke, right footed, puts the ball into touch, goes safely into Oldham, moving to the Warrington half of the field for the first time this afternoon. With 6 minutes gone. Still Warrington 0, Oldham 0. Taking on to Clawson. Clawson drives forward, runs into Kevin Tamati, brings him down with a good tackle. Also in the tackle, Tony Humphries. Sanderson this time swings it on with Steve Peters. Peters brings in Waddell. Waddell trying to drive down the centre but can find no way through at the moment. He's stopped midway inside the Warrington half of the field. Sanderson short with Peters. Switch left this time to Mal Graham. Graham swings it back to Waddell. Waddell nicely picked off by Gary Sanderson. Ian Sanderson this time with Peters. Peters swings out a pass back inside now, moving forward, but he was just caught there. And it's got a pass away to Sanderson. Sanderson moving forward. Good cover tackle comes in from Mike Gregory. Oh, and then looking dangerous inside the 25. It's swung out with Walsh. Walsh, still in obstruction. The referee saw it. In fact, he's given a penalty. Looks like the penalty will go to Warrington. Yes, it does. Obstruction there, pushing the Warrington man off the ball. But Oldham there certainly looking dangerous over on that far side. Again, Warrington, first bit of pressure being put under this afternoon, but that's a good kick from John Woods. Kevin Tamati on to Bob Jackson. Jackson drives forward over on that far side. Tamati once more, on to Holden, took it well, short pass, looks a high tackle around the neck of Tony Humphries, the referee doesn't see it. Tamati once more, short one to Mike Gregory, turns back to Holden, Holden now on to John Woods, Woods jinks inside, caught by Mal Graham. Woods gets up quickly and plays it to Tamati, Tamati goes himself in the play of the wall, drives in again. Holden, nice little chip tick through, Cullen's chasing it, Cullen now going through, there's a chase for the ball, it's kicked back straight to the hands of Keith Holden, but the referee doesn't give advantage. Keith Holden let the ball sail straight into his hands, but just as he's moving forward the referee pulled him back, but still gives Warrington the penalty. But this gives John Woods a chance to open the scoring when perhaps Warrington could have had a chance of a try there. The referee had played advantage, but decided not to. So John Woods a chance to open the scoring. Comes up, he strikes it well, he strikes it safely through. First points, penalty goal from John Woods. Warrington 2, Oldham 0. With 8.5 minutes gone in this first half. So to restart in the shape of Peter Walsh. Australian style restarts, a testing kick for Brian Johnson, takes it and then drops it. And that would be a drop out from underneath the post for Warrington. Joe Woods then drops out. Safely taken by Mick Burke. Drives in strong. Stopped by Gary Sanderson and Tony Humphries. Sanderson this time swings out with Steve Peters, slip past there, now drawing forward. Paul Round still going. Sanderson, Peters swings it onto Waddell. Waddell, he's nicely picked off. 3-4 Warrington plays there to bring him down. Sanderson, Peters swings it out, but the ball's dropped. And that will be Warrington back in possession, it looks like, in the shape of Mike Gregory, is it? No, the referee gives a knock on and a scrum down. Midway between the Warrington 25 and the halfway line. Keith Holden then comes round. Clausen having trouble getting to the scrum, ball goes in. Scrum's wheel and turn, but Holden has it, goes by side, feeds Paul Cullen. Mike Gregory this time, plays it short to Sanderson. Sanderson still trying to drive forward. Looks a bit of a high tackle there from Ian Sanderson. Tamati, Humphries. Tamati again, on to Keith Holden. Woods, nice little side step from John Woods, still going. Just caught though as he went through the gap. Tamati once more, gives a dummy, goes himself, knocks off one man, gets the ball back to Mike Gregory, goes behind him, the ball will be picked up, but knocked on by Des Drummond. So that results in another scrum down. Similar position to the scrum not just a minute ago. This time Oldham have the ball, go straight through. Pack stays the art. Steve Peters will come round once again. Peters then, and it goes. Holden has it, slip pass onto John Woods, but Steve Peters offside. Didn't retire at the scrum. John Woods then, right-footed, makes no mistake, puts the ball safely into touch, sets Warrington up just midway through in the Oldham half. Kevin Tamati then taps it, driving in. He's now Bob Jackson, head down, crashes forward, makes 5-6 yards before he stopped. Just over 10 minutes gone. And looked like it would be a clash of heads there as Bob Jackson went in head first. Hit, no doubt, a Oldham head as he went through, which brings both trainers onto the field. Ian Sanderson looks like to be back up on his feet. Bob Jackson still down. Obviously a clash of heads as both went in head first. Bob Jackson met Ian Sanderson head on. It's like Bob Jackson's come off the worst of the two.
Nice tackle, Sandy!
Jackson's just back, isn't he?
Bad news for Bob Jackson. Looks to be going to be replaced by Billy McGinty, who is stripped off on the near touchline. And Bob Jackson leaves the field. Looks like he has a badly cut head from this position as he comes off. So Bob Jackson leaves the field. Comes on after 13 minutes. Meanwhile, play continues with Kevin Tamati driving forward. Sanderson this time onto Humphries, swings it back to Holden. Over on that right side to Mark Roberts. Roberts crashing forward still. Mark Roberts is still going. Warrington then the first real attack of the match. This is the fifth tackle. Holden, Woods puts up a high kick attempt from Bert McGinty. Substitute coming straight up and Billy McGinty took Mick Burt before he had the ball. And that will give Oldham a penalty right on their own line. And Mick Burt gets up a little bit winded after that one. Not surprised at his age, really getting on a bit now. But the referee right on the spot there to see Billy McGinty quite blatantly tackle Mick Burt before he had the ball. The ball just put into touch on this near side, makes 10 yards or so. Sanderson second part of the penalty, short one to Clawson. Clawson runs at Humphries, gets away from him. Clawson still going, Foster comes back with Tamati to bring him down. Ian Sanderson acting half-back, onto Steve Peters. Peters short one onto Flanagan. Flanagan though nicely picked off by Gary Sanderson. McGinty there in his first tackle. Sanderson this time out to Mal Graham. Graham onto Hugh Waddell. Waddell trying to drive through the centre but can find no gaps in the Warrington defence to date. Sanderson once more swings it back this time to Walsh. Walsh kicks downfield. Brian Johnson's there, takes it safely. Brian Johnson then goes on that far side, beats one man, brought down just short of the halfway line. Sanderson swings it out to Drummond. Drummond then crashes into the Oldham half. Holden again to Tony Humphries. Humphries makes good ground on that run as Tony Humphries. Tamati to Holden. Holden jinks about, swings it back to John Woods. Woods going across field, straightens up, gets away from two, just had his heels tapped by Mal Graham who's going through. Tamati goes on the blind side with Sanderson. Sanderson now moving forward. That's 5 tackles. This is a 6 midway inside the Oldham half. It's swung back to Keith Holden. Holden kicks across field. A testing one here for Winnick, is it? And he takes it well. Plays it quickly. Steve Robinson going across field. Nicely tackled though by Mark Roberts. Playing now for just over 15 minutes. Just 2 points on the board. It's Warrington 2, Oldham 0. That coming from the boot of John Woods after 13 minutes. Mal Graham trying to drive forward for Oldham. He's caught in midfield that time by Sanderson and Roberts. Sanderson again, Peters, Flanagan. Flanagan looking for a gap, head down, trying to drive forward. John Woods is over there for Warrington along with Kevin Tamati. 6th tackle, it goes back to Walsh. Walsh kicks downfield. Nicely taken by Brian Johnson. Johnson then moves forward, comes on this near side, looks to beat his man, gets away to Foster. Foster going down this near touchline. Can he go all the way? Foster still going, manages to keep in play. Good run though from Matt Foster. Warrington, first attack of the game. It's out now to Mike Gregory. Gregory stays out to McGinty. McGinty looks for a gap himself. Lovely pass out to Holden. Holden going through the gap. Still Keith Holden out to Humphries. Humphries now swings out to Drummond. Drummond going for the corner. Still Drummond beats one man. Crashes for the line. He stopped midway inside the old 25. This is better for Warrington now. They're just 10 yards short, and Drummond injured as he went in over that far side. Stayed down after the tackle. Referee will stop the clock so Des Drummond can be treated to over that far side. He crashed in over as he went for the Oldham line, but has stayed down, which really means treatment for Des Drummond, just 10-11 yards from that Oldham line. Gives Oldham chance to regroup, gives Warrington a chance to plan a move. Drummond back on his feet. Looks a bit groggy as he receives treatment, no doubt smelling salts over on that far side. Drummond then will play it. Misses out Tamati, Holden, and that's a knock on, will scum down. So scrum down 5 yards inside the Oldham 25. Peters to put the ball in for Oldham. Scrum's wheeling and turning at the moment. Peters finally puts the ball in. Comes out on the Oldham side. Steve Peters caught by Mike Gregory. Walsh to Flanagan. Flanagan looking to get away from one man. Mike Gregory comes down and brings him down on the Oldham 25. Sanderson this time out to Hugh Waddle. Waddle drives forward. Good tackle from Gary Sanderson. Paul Cullen finishes it off. Gary Winnecke throws a nice pass out. Humphries quickly in. Mal Graham this time. Good tackle from Kevin Tamati. Tamati hands on. Mike Gregory comes in the ball. Still away with Sanderson. Sanderson now. Chances here. Walsh. Clawson. Good tackle from John Woods. Oldham though swinging this ball about at the moment. Sanderson to Flanagan. Flanagan swings it back to Winnecke. Winnecke caught by Woods, throws the ball back, goes into the hands of Peters. Peters straightens up, caught by Humphries and Dwayne. Oldham certainly keeping this ball moving at the moment. This is a 6th tackle. It goes back this time with Walsh. Walsh left-footed, kicks downfield. It looks a good kick from Walsh. Brian Johnson's after it. He kicks it up 5 yards from his own line. Brian Johnson looks to beat his man on the outside and does. He swings it back to Cullen. Cullen now moves forward. Still Paul Cullen trying to drive forward. He's stopped just short of his own 25. Drummond to Mike Gregory. Gregory drives in. Keith Holden this time swings it on to McGinty. McGinty crashing forward. Halfway through this first half, 20 minutes gone, it's still Warrington 2, Oldham 0. Warrington in possession now. Holden looking for a gap, gives the dummy, nice pass away, but Roberts just can't take it, and in fact Gary Winnecke dives on it for Oldham. So Oldham now back in possession, 10 yards inside the Warrington half. Sanderson comes on this near side, drives forward himself, still in Sanderson. 3 Warrington plays there. Roy Dwayne's placed the ball. Dwayne coming on this near side, back to Foster. Foster trying to crash through. All action here at Willsbill at the moment. Tamati, Oldham were a mile offside as Humphries has it now for Warrington, drives in. John Woods this time, swings it on to McGinty. McGinty now moves forward, little side step, drives into the Oldham half before he stopped. Tamati once more, misses out Sanderson, brings in Mike Gregory. Gregory jinks about, but some good Oldham tackling also at the moment. Tamati swings it on to John Woods. Woods now jinks about, still Woods, gets away from 2 men, finally caught. That's 5 tackles, this is a 6. Warrington virtually in the same place as it starts at the set of this tackles, goes on to Holden. Holden fires one downfield, picked off by Robinson. Steve Robinson then moves forward, good tackle from Ronnie Dwayne and Paul Cullen. They drag him back a couple of extra yards. This time now it's on to Hugh Waddle. Waddle moves forward. Well, lot of talk. And offside there against Warrington, will give Oldham the penalty. Bit of talking this Oldham side about Paul Round and his try-scoring feats. I think he's only touched the ball once or twice in this first half at the moment. Mick Burt then puts the ball safely into touch. Oldham then just inside the Warrington half. Sanderson, Peters swings it back this time, but Clawson can't find any way through. Sanderson, Peters swings it to Graham, back to Waddle. Waddle trying to go through. Good tackle from Mark Roberts. McGinty there, also in assistance to bring him down. Sanderson once more swings it back to Walsh. Nice pass there, releasing Burt, gets the ball away. It's dropped. Mark Foster has it. He's up now. Mark Foster still going. Good bit of play there from Mark Foster. Oldham line on the tackle. The referee penalises Paul Round. They go and have a talk to the referee. Gets up limping away, Paul Round, but Warrington have the penalty. John Woods will come over to put the ball into touch. And Woods makes no mistake, midway inside the Oldham half. Once more Warrington in possession. Tamati in from the wing comes Foster. Foster straightens up. Stopped by Steve Peters. Tamati to McGinty. McGinty now drives forward, gets away for one man. McGinty still going. Finally caught just short of the Oldham 25. Tamati this time to Humphreys. Humphreys powers forward, still Tony Humphreys is still going. Good burrowing run there from Humphreys. Tamati, Holden now swings it across to Dwayne looking through the gap, still running Dwayne. Finally caught this time by Gary Winecki. Sanderson this time, and Sanderson knocks on. That'll be a scrum down just inside the Oldham 25. "17 minutes left in this first half. Warrington still just 2 points in front. Peters puts the ball in. Ball comes straight out, says the referee. Scrum collapses. Both packs get up from off the floor. Kevin Tamati, the last to rise, the steam raises off the pack. Oldham coming down there a little bit too early, it looks. Kevin Tamati in the pack. Kevin Tamati still can't get in the pack. Those packs finally settled. Oldham will be in possession with Peters. Goes blindside onto Mick Burt, but Mike Gregory comes over with a good tackle to bring him down. On this near touchline, Robinson takes acting half back, swings it on to Peters, brings in Flanagan. Flanagan going across field, finally straightens up, stopped by McGinty. Also in the tackle was Mark Roberts and Kevin Tamati. Goes across this time with Paul Round. Rounds looking to straighten up but can find no way through. Finally brought down midway inside his own half. Ian Sanderson acting half back, sends it on the blind side this time. Peters nice slip passes it as it is. Sanderson once more swings it out right this time. Across the line it goes. Peters, Flanagan, a risky pass, it's straight up in the air, and the ball knocked on by Winecki, the referee on the spot to see it. But Oldham there, and a penalty given there to Warrington. Gary Winecki throwing the ball at Mark Foster, and that could cost Oldham 2 points. I'm sure Mal Graham won't be too happy with Gary Winecki at that silly little bit of play. There was a scrum down, but his misdemeanour has given John Woods a chance to make it 4-0. John Woods then strikes it well and strikes it safely through. Warrington 4, Oldham 0. A goal really from Oldham's point of view that shouldn't have been. Junior school stuff there from Gary Winecki. So Walsh to restart for Oldham. 15 minutes left in this first half. Another good testing kick. Foster traps it with his foot, picks it up safely. Mark Foster then on this near side, runs in. Stopped 5 yards short of his own 25-yard line. Tamati goes to the acting half-back positions, plays it short to Sanderson. Sanderson moves in. Good tackle comes in this time from Paul Round. Goes out short this time with Humphreys. Humphreys Three Oldham players once again there to meet him. Tamati swings it back to John Woods, onto Mike Gregory. Gregory's trying to get his ball away to Cullen but can't. Nice tackle coming in this time. Tamati this time onto John Woods. Woods kicks into space. Robinson and Burker here for Oldham. Robinson, it says, who picks it up. Runs straight. Ronnie Dwayne brings him down. Dumps into the floor on the halfway line. Sanderson and Warrington offside. First offside decision of the match, coming in the 26th minute. Will Oldham have a chance here to pull 2 points back? And they will. So Oldham looking for their first points in this John Place special quarter-final. Have a chance now with Peter Walsh. Round about 40 yards out. Walsh then placing the ball, Australian style, slanted towards the post, comes up, strikes it well and goes safely through. Peter Walsh pulls 2 points back for Oldham. It's Warrington 4, Oldham 2. 3 goal kicks at the moment, 2 to Warrington and 1 to Oldham. John Woods then restarts. Mick Burt takes it safely for Oldham. He powers forward, runs into Mark Robertson. Kevin Tamati clears his 25 though with a good run. Sanderson this time out to Steve Peters. Peters swings it back to Clawson. Clawson strides forward again. Important tackle comes in from McGinty. Oldham forwards at the moment certainly running strong. Here's another one with Walsh. Good strong tackle there from Billy McGinty. Walsh plays it quickly. There's a gap there. Humphries comes back this time to bring him down with Sanderson. Ian Sanderson for Oldham. Peters, nice floated pass around. The ball though sails straight behind Steve Robinson for a scrum down. Couple of yards inside the Oldham half. Keith Holden then to put the ball in. Once again the hookers having trouble getting into the scrum. This time it's Ian Sanderson. Hugh Delphi gets his head down. Ball goes in from Holden. Is immediately penalised for feeding. So a chance here now for Oldham to set up an attack inside the Warrington half. Mick Burke no doubt will try and put this ball as deep as he can. Good kick for Mick Burke. Chances then here for Oldham to launch an attack just outside the Warrington 25. With just over half an hour gone, it's Robinson who comes in from the wing, moves into the 25. Makes a crunching tackle though from Humphries and Tamati. Goes out left this time with Peters. Short pass on to Flanagan. Flanagan, he takes play inside the Warrington 25, 20 yards from the Warrington line. Set move here, looks like a long floated pass to Round. Round, hands off one man, still Paul Round, still going. He's powering his way forward. Good strong running from Round, takes play to just 10 yards short of the Warrington line. In the Willow-Spill gloom, Oldham looking for a try here with Ian Sanderson. Swings it on to Mal Graham. Graham swings it back. Decides to keep the hold of the ball, but Oldham still pressing. Anxious moments here now for Warrington. Teddy Flanagan takes it, goes himself in the play, the ball drives in, makes a couple of extra yards. That's 5 tackles for Oldham. Slip pass for Waddell. He's trying to get over the ball's loose, it's hit the post, and the referee's given a try. Oldham celebrate, looks like Steve Peters who's got over. So Oldham take the lead with a try. Looked like Steve Peters who may have got over. So Oldham take the lead. It may have been Terry Flanagan. It was certainly a scrambled line. It hit a Warrington foot, which meant the Oldham man wasn't offside, and he had the job of touching down right under the posts. And a penalty goal from Walsh. So 8-4 Oldham lead. John Woods restarts with a deep kick. Safely taken by Robinson. Robinson moves forward. Sanderson, Clawson. Clawson drives forward.
Flanagan.
Goes out this time with Paul Round. Jinks inside, still going. Warrington 4, Oldham 8, Oldham in possession just outside the 25. Terry Flanagan this time, the score of that try. It could be an important try. The first of the game with 7 minutes left in this first half. Peters swings it back, Walsh switches it back to Burke. Burke kicks downfield, comes to Brian Johnson, lets it bounce, takes it safely. Brian Johnson then. He's brought down by Hugh Waddle. Warrington at the moment struggling a little. Holden onto Drummond. Drummond crashes in, makes a couple of yards before he's stopped. Tamati onto McGinty. McGinty driving in. 3 Oldham forwards there though to meet him. Keith Holden this time kicks across field. Well taken by Brian McCarthy. McCarthy now striding forward. Oldham at the moment certainly looking a better side at the moment. Kevin Meadows. Meadows trying to go down the centre, stop just short of the halfway line. Sanderson this time goes himself in the play of the ball, runs into Kevin Tamati and Mark Roberts. Goes out this time. Mal Graham delays his pass, taken by Clawson. Clawson looks certainly favouring Oldham at the moment. Meadows swings it out. Peter Walsh looking for a gap in the Warrington defence. That's 5 tackles, this is the 6th. Midway between the Warrington 25 and the halfway line. Sanderson takes it with Peters. Peters kicks downfield. That ball though, Matt Foster lets it bounce dead and Warrington have a tap from their own 25-yard line. With just over 5 minutes to go in this first half, Oldham lead by 4 points, 8 points to 4. Tamati takes the tap, hands it on to John Woods, across to Mike Gregory. Gregory drives forward, finally brought down with a tackle round the neck. Gregory gets up and plays it. Paul Cullen. Cullen head down, makes a couple of yards before he's stopped. Tamati to Holden. Holden swings it out, this time to Sanderson. Sanderson, but no way through at the moment. Tamati once more, short to McGinty. McGinty drives in, makes 5 or 6 yards before he's stopped. Tamati across to Holden, misses out Woods, brings in Mike Gregory. Cullen, but Cullen was nicely picked off there by Brian McCarthy. That's 5 tackles, goes back to Holden. Holden kicks downfield. Robinson comes for it, takes it safely. Robinson then moves forward for Oldham. Stopped on the halfway line by Ronnie Dwayne. Sanderson this time. Peters going across line. Waneke, a risky pass picked up by Waddell. Another risky pass, finally picked up over on that far side. Drummond's in there, along with Paul Cullen. 4 minutes then left in this first half. Kevin Meadows swings it out to Peters, long floated pass to Waneke. Waneke looking for a gap down the centre. Mark Roberts and Mike Gregory are there. Goes short with Flanagan, swings it on to Paul Round. Round driving forward now, still going Paul Round. Stone running second row forward. That's 5 tackles, this is a 6. It goes out to Peters, Walsh. Long pass this time to Wienecki swings it back to Meadows. Mike Gregory though comes across with a nice pass, still gets his pass away, but that is 5 tackles. That is 6 tackles in the turnover. Warrington back in possession. Tamati plays it quickly to Drummond. Drummond now comes away from the play, the ball crashes through. Back inside the Oldham half he goes. Tamati this time. Swings it on to John Woods. Woods now. McGinty powering forward. Dwayne goes behind him. And Oldham look to have the ball, but that will be a knock on and a scrum down. Steve Peters then prepares to put the ball in for Oldham. The scrum collapses. Also again, Oldham coming down a little bit too quickly. Not allowing Kevin Town to get in, the ball goes in. The scrum collapses. Warrington in possession, up with the ball comes Mike Gregory. Holden this time, swings it on with John Woods. Woods onto Brian Johnson. Johnson, nice pass onto Cullen. Cullen gets away from one. Still Cullen swings it onto Woods and the ball dropped. That's a knock on and a scrum down. And things at the moment just slipping away from Warrington at the end of this first half. Now got a minute and a half left. Oldham lead 8-4. And the referee wanting the scrum in the right position. The scrum collapses. Peters penalised for feeding. Keith Owen looking to get on with things quickly. John Woods to put for touch. Warrington looking for a score right at the end of this first half. Woods puts the ball safely to touch on that far side. Can Warrington get a score then just before the half-time break? They've got a minute to do it. In from the wing comes Drummond. Drummond now crashes through into the Oldham 25. He goes before he stopped. Pushed back a little. Tamati onto McGinty. McGinty crashes forward. Warrington inching close to that Oldham line then. Tamati again to Humphreys. Humphreys powers in. Chances here then for Warrington. 15 yards from the Oldham line. Set move brings in Holden. On the burst comes Roberts. Roberts crashing forward. A high tackle and being sent off, is it? Mark Roberts there, caught right down the neck as he was flying towards the Oldham line. The referee, I don't think, is even going to talk to the offender. Mark Roberts flat out there. Referee finally decides to stop the clock. So John Woods will try and put 2 points over here. Now in injury time at the end of this first half. And John Woods will go for goal. Surprisingly, the referee doesn't give a small caution to the offender. So John Woods right in front of the post comes up, strikes it safely through. Warrington pulled 2 points back. It's Warrington 6, Oldham 8. Now in injury time in this first half. So Walsh to restart for Oldham. Sanderson traps it with his foot. Takes it safely. Gary Sanderson drives in. Closing minutes then, stages of this first half. And now injury time. McGinty those slips as he meets his man. Tamati on to Mark Roberts. Roberts gets away from one man. Still Mark Roberts, still going. Roberts still trying to drive forward. Good brave running from Mark Roberts. Comes on to Mike Gregory. Gregory gives a dummy, looks to get the ball away but can't. Tamati again to Keith Holden. Holden on to John Woods, short to Humphreys. Humphreys juggles with it, still trying to go down the centre. Humphreys still powering forward. That's 5 tackles, this is a 6. We've played now just over close to 2 minutes of injury time as John Woods kicks downfield. It's taken by Brian McCarthy for Oldham. Going across field, straightens up but stops immediately as he meets John Woods and Kevin Tamati. Ian Sanderson shows the ball and goes himself. Flanagan to Steve Peters, swings it on to Clawson. Clawson drives down the centre, knocks off one man, turns in the tackle, but can't get the ball away. Gary Winecki this time plays it short with Peters, long floated pass taken by Meadows, gets the pass away now. Brian McCarthy down that far, back to Meadows. Chances here for Oldham, but Drummond comes back with Johnson to bring down Meadows, and there goes the half-time hoot up. Oldham going at the interval, leading by 8 points to 6. John was scoring 3 penalty goals for Warrington.